Hey, what's up guys, it's MurrDurrr here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the best PvP class or classes in Destiny. I'm just going to go straight into it. The best PvP classes, this is also based on gameplay of Destiny, not pure statistics. The best classes are the Hunter and the Titan. I'm sorry for everybody that is a Warlock. My main character is actually a Warlock too, but I'm not too bummed about that. But anyways, they are the best classes just because of the way the player versus play maps and game modes are laid out. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It can be really good for Warlocks, I know, especially if you're on a map with vehicles. Warlocks are really overpowered because, you know, just like one little thing, their main ability, that vehicle is gone. Like, I know the tank or the decimator, I'm not sure exactly what it's called, it will just like get destroyed and everything around it with the Warlock's main ability. So as with the Titans can do the same thing, but I think the Titans are more for like big crowds of enemies that are like sitting in a building or something like that, so that's really helpful in that situation. Now, I think the Hunters are the most overpowered. I don't want to say overpowered because that's usually used as a derogatory term. I guess they're the most powerful in the game, just because of their main abilities, the Blade Dancer, and I can't remember actually the main subclass of the Hunter, just because of the Golden Pistol and the Blade Dancer ability, makes them really overpowered just because it is a free move. I mean, you can move around and you can precisely choose what enemies you want to kill. It helps you play more strategically, just because you can kind of like, if an enemy is closer to you than the enemies behind them, you can just kill that enemy if you want to, and then you can kind of wait for the other guy to come up, and then you can shoot him too. The problem is with a Warlock, you actually have to aim with your ability, which is really difficult. I mean, I guess if you're just, it's not that hard because it does have a really big blast radius, but anyways, you have to aim and you have to kind of place it correctly, and if you don't place it correctly, you kind of just wasted it. And while you're up in the air, it takes a couple seconds for you to actually use the move, so it gives them a lot of time to shoot you. Now for Titans just do their giant, I actually don't know what the moves are called, I don't really pay attention, but they use their ability where they do like a charge leap and then just smash into the ground and it kills everything around it. And then I think there's actually an ability that allows like Thunderbolt to hit after that to do extra AoE damage. But the Hunter's moves and the Titan's moves are almost instant. For the Warlock, you have to go up in the air and actually shoot down, and it takes a little bit of time to do that, and it can be prevented pretty easily. Now, as far as grenades go, I think the Titans and the Hunters are better once again, just because the Warlock's grenade is more of an AoE over time damage, not really instant, which is not really good for PvP. As for the Hunter, at least the Blade Dancer class and the Titan main class, they're pretty much instant grenades. It's kind of like a frag grenade, except for the Hunters. I know the Hunters grenades do like stick to enemies, so it's kind of like a Simtex grenade in Call of Duty or the plasma grenade in Halo games. So that's really helpful when you're just like going into a crowd of enemies and you're trying to get out and do a lot of damage. So yes guys, Hunters and Titans are the best PvP classes. Warlocks can be very useful. A lot of the game in PvP is based on skill, not necessarily what the class has to offer, even though whatever the class has to offer, it does help a lot. I've tried all classes on the Warlock and all classes on the Hunter and all classes on the Titan, and I believe that the Hunter is actually the best class, just because I see a lot of people using the Hunter, and it just turns out to be like the top on every game that I play on PvP. Usually a Hunter is the #1, and that's not all cases. I mean like Warlocks do fairly good too. It just depends on what map you're playing and what game mode you're playing. If you're looking for a Warlock, I suggest playing Capture. I feel like whenever I play Capture, it's easier because I feel like Warlocks are easier when it comes into a defense mode, because when an enemy comes at you, you can use your supercharge, or you can use your grenade to prevent the enemies from actually capturing the base, which is really helpful. Just throw your grenade down on the flag, and then they can't get anywhere near it, or else they'll lose a lot of health or die in some cases. Anyways, I would just like to say, not in an offensive or derogatory way, that the fusion rifles, which are the ones that you have to like charge up, I guess, before you can shoot, I honestly think that they are overpowered. I don't mean to say overpowered in necessarily a bad way. I'm just saying that I've seen a lot of fusion rifles. I'm not exactly sure which fusion rifles, but it seems that they do not need to have a charge to use, and they are a one-hit kill. And I think that's kind of unfair due to that, like a sniper rifle can shoot an enemy and it takes 2 hits unless you hit him in the head, yet a fusion rifle can shoot instantly and kill the person no matter where you hit them. I just think it's kind of a little overpowered. I mean, just nerf it a little bit. It's not going to hurt anybody. I feel like fusion rifles should be used more towards PvE to lower a boss's shield, something like that. That seems like what they would be used for, based on the name and like kind of what they do. Anyways, Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy listening to this, and I will talk to you all later.
Wouldn't it be nice living life like everything was a party? Only 18 years deep and now we're getting started. Finish line clear, so we focused on the target. Wouldn't it be nice if we saturate the market? And wouldn't it be great if we could just simply rage and never think about calm down or act your age? I say hey, hands up.